Hum Jumbo, fellow adventurers. Thanks for your questions below on Facebook and on Instagram. The question today is why so much suffering? It does at times, with the improper lens, look utterly overwhelming. And thanks to several of you who asked this question. Please, if you have a question, this is where I'm getting my talking points for these daily spiritual tune-ups. To address this one, I want to read to you a very brief note from the universe that went out many, many years ago. One of my favorite ones. See if you understand. You might never guess it, Mike, but sometimes even here we get frustrated. The classic case happens at homecoming parties when someone has passed over from time and space and they're in heaven. Okay, frustrating, awkward. When we hear the guest of honor lament, gosh, but I had no idea. I never would have guessed. I didn't know how powerful I was. I didn't know I had such an effect on other people. I didn't know I was responsible for my thoughts, my words, my actions. I just didn't know. But it's even more awkward for them when we reply, yes, but you could have known. Ask more questions. And then the PS is, of course, we follow that up with something much lighter like, hey, Mike, you look fabulous in wings. So do you understand why so much suffering in the world? It's the easiest question of all, and it has nothing to do with people being base or bad or immoral or the devil. No such thing as the devil. It's entirely to do with the levels of truth we've uncovered. We've talked about that earlier in spiritual tune-ups. That truth will set you free. That truth is the soothing balm, the elixir of life. There is a truth in all matters. It is benign. It is simple. It is obvious. But yet, we're very early in the arc of our spiritual evolution, the evolution of consciousness on planet Earth today. It's been higher in the past. It will be higher in the future. The arc of our evolution is we're still caveman, cavewomen, and we are using our physical senses alone to assess and judge reality and to assess and judge ourselves and to assess and judge other people, their path, our own path, and moreover, in our naiveties, which is a kind word here for ignorance, and I share it. I'm as ignorant as anybody. I'm a student as much as you. In our naiveties, we just grab on to the concepts given to us 9 times out of 10 by our parents. If our parents think God's an angry white man, well, of course he is. If our parents think there is no God, we think, well, of course there is not. If our parents are Democrats or Republicans, so often we just toe the line. And wherever your beliefs are, they will be reinforced by your subsequent manifestations. But because we haven't gone within, we don't realize we are streaming manifestors. So we just perpetuate the naiveties, and we live in what people tell us is a cold, hard world. This is why there's so much suffering in the world. If we want to change things, one person at a time, beginning with ourselves, ask more questions, go within. And this is not some esoteric plea. This is not, get really profound, get really deep, go within, quiet your mind. No. Just anything and everything that you have taken as bedrock reality with regard to the nature of reality, with regard to the nature of people, with regard to spirituality, everything that you assume is true, question it. Everything I tell you, question it. Be your own detective. Be your own truth barometer. We have it within us to either look at the world and see beauty and love everywhere, or we have it within us to look at the world and see pain and suffering everywhere. And this is not to negate the very good questions. There is a lot of suffering in the world, but let's not add to it. Let's go within and see that we are truly pushed on to greatness. Let's see by taking inventory that we are truly inclined to succeed, that our positive thoughts are 10,000 times more powerful than our negative thoughts. 10,000 times. That we, when faced with a problem, a lion, a tiger, and bear, 99% of the time, we overcome it. What's going on here? This is not a cold, hard, cruel world. This is a world that's just dressed up in paradise where we get to earn our wings by seeing the obvious. Now, again, I'm not denying suffering. I'm not denying pain. I'm not denying the ugliness that lurks in every corner of the world. But we can shine our own lights there by going within and saying, does that make sense? Would God really be a white guy? Would he really even be a guy? Would it make sense we live one time and then lights out? Would it make sense in light of the mind-boggling intelligence required for photosynthesis, required to get bumblebees to go to a flower and cross-pollinate? I mean, the intelligence everywhere is mind-numbing. Celebrate it. Realize you are part of it. Realize that by changing your perspectives, you can change your fortunes. And one person at a time, we become examples and lights to other people. Life gets easier and easier and easier, even in the height of our naiveties right now. Most people thinking God's angry. The rest of the people thinking that life is a random chance accident. We still thrive. Life is getting better and easier everywhere. We're all connected. We're connected and we're in love and we do business and we cooperate in the world and we cooperate in the traffic and the streets and people are amazing. People are awesome. They all mean so well. We all have a support team, our angels. It's like, it doesn't get any better than living in a paradise where your thoughts become things and you can change what you don't like on the fly by changing what you focus on. Don't dissipate your power by looking for more pain, by looking at what's wrong in the world. There's always a million more things to celebrate than to be sad about, a million more things to be excited about than to be scared of. This is our paradise. And the news here is so good. It's like, wow, when you see it everywhere within yourself and you don't even know what your purpose is, divine intelligence has a purpose, right? Creation, expansion, and love. And you wouldn't be here if you weren't part of the purpose of the divine. So just chill, relax, focus on what's good, focus on what's beautiful, absolutely help those who are in pain, absolutely help and shine your light and be witness of this new world order that is now blooming, where love and cooperation are everywhere, where people are going within, and we are turning the page, writing a new chapter in our happily ever after stories. Thanks for the great question. Please ask your questions below on Instagram or on Facebook, and I will see you on Monday. Happy Friday, happy weekend, happy everything, forever and ever. Ask more questions, go within. You're the greatest. And thank you all. Facebook, Alexandria, Diana, Susan, Patty. I'm so grateful. So often I see so many of the same names. Some of you have written me. I mean to write back, but coronavirus, I have to get to my office to the letters. This thrills me that you allow me to do this, that you give me this space, that you are my cheerleaders. It makes a difference. Thank you all.